Welcome back, everybody. Courtney Morse, Natural Wellness Physiotherapy. Continuing with our squat series this week. This week we're going to talk about squat depth. This is one that eludes people a lot of times, and I get a lot of questions about. So in terms of squat depth, let's first recap our first two videos that we talked about, and that is our hip hinge, right? Our knees will kind of flex, but our shins really aren't going past our toes, right? And that's a big part of it, right? Is that we hinge at the hips, and then we're going to create those nice wide knees, that externally rotated, that strong position as we're going down there. Well, as we're going down there, where do we stop? Do we stop up here? Do we stop all the way here at the bottom? What do we find? Well, for the most part, should we be able to go all the way down here to the floor? We really should. And when we look at other parts, people from other parts of the country, other parts of the world, and they get down there and they have that full hip mobility. We lack that hip mobility because we spend so much time sitting at 90-degree angles here. But for the most part, that's a pretty good position to kind of stop that, right? And it's that, parallel to the floor number here, right? Your back's not arched this way. You're not really hyperextended here. You're pretty well parallel, and you're coming back up right there. Sometimes it's hard to find that, and we don't really realize where we're at. That's where I tell people, a box squat is a really great tool for us to do that, to find where our true depth really is. And whether you're starting it from sitting, whether you have a bar or a weight or anything, you start from sitting, or if you start from the top and you kind of do this little touch and go number, it really helps give you an idea on your depth. So mess around with it a little bit, find your proper depth. You don't have to go ass to grass every single move that you make, but if you're only bottoming out here a quarter of the way down, you're overloading some tissues and you're probably going to end up with an injury. So mess around with it a little bit. Use the box squat as an assessing tool, but also use it as a strength tool, because there are a lot of good benefits that come with doing that box squat. If you have questions or comments, leave them below. Until next time, Courtney Morse, Natural Wellness Physiotherapy.